Thank you. All right, guys, welcome aboard. And today is 15th June 2023. Mera to smiley band nahi ho raha. So the call is called Kya Naam Do Main Is Pyaar Ka. So this is a purely relationship call. And how does it get any better than this? And what else is possible? And I think we were just laughing and playing um the team and us, and just this name came, and we were thinking of gifting some call. And then suddenly it comes, okay, why don't we name it this only? And I'm okay, let's go, let's play with this. And I'm amazed how it just called you and all of you here. So thank you for your presence. And how does it get any better? Oh, what else? Let me just turn it to do gallery view. All right. So everything that brings you here, can we first let all the energies dissipate? All your projections and expectations and separations and judgments and rejections and conclusions, as how Janet asked, to batao is pyar ko kya naam de. So do you all have your names of this love? So what is love for you, all of you? Kya hai ye pyar? You know, I have been watching last week.
Hugs and kisses.
I have been watching these old movies, Chandni, Silsila, Indian Bollywood, and I'm like enjoying love. Oh my God, my love ka definitions have like all gone, dissipated, and it is funny how guys, we are on Facebook Live.
Yeah, live on
Yeah, thank
Facebook.
you, thank you. So I'll be happy if you have your Facebook here. Thank you for it there. So it is like funny that my body just asked me to go watch these movies, and I'm like, okay, what is this? Why do I have to go and watch these movies? I think maybe bahut din ho gaye romance ki apne aap se, and just have that. Let me see. It just called me for. And this morning we were having this swap. We were 7, 8 of us doing the body process swaps and bar swaps, and oh my God, and we were listening to Dane. And it just took me away. And I'm like, no wonder we have this call today. Okay, what? There is no past. There is nothing called love. Love is actually existing all the time. But we have already concluded and we have presumed, and then there's a reaction that we require from our partners, from our loved ones, how the love should show up, how the person should react back, how should they act back. And on basis on that, our whole life kind of rotates. And then it just made me totally give me a clarity why I saw movie Silsila last night. So Silsila, I don't know how many of you have seen that movie, but if not, I will be happy to say a little bit of it. So Silsila was about this couple, two couples who were actually fallen in love and very happy. And of course, if the movie would have been so easy, like if you make everything easy, movie would have finished in 5, 10 minutes and okay, over and done. So of course there was a complication. The complication was then one person dies, the lady is pregnant, so the brother has to save the reputation and the promise to the brother and gets married to this woman. And yeah, that was great. And becomes God, getting married and give up his love of his life, and the love of his life also gets married, and luck would say they came together somewhere again in life, and they couldn't sustain themselves back, and they started that extramarital affair, that love affair of the joy and that passion. That passion sound great, and but there was never that ease what they had initially earlier. And then even they're like, okay, we are not going to go through this grin, and we are going to take this move out, and we're going to walk out of this relationship, both of us. We have all the rights to live our lives. And I'm watching this drama and laughing, and I'm like, okay, now what? So they go. I'm like, wow, that was a great movie, because I didn't remember the story at all, what happened then. And then they go there, and then they have the friends and everybody, nobody's really accepting them and saying that this is not good, the society will not be happy. So it was about the society, it was not about their joy. And so they welcome these other elements in their life. And now with the new elements, when they go back to that love, it never sounds the same. That never sounded, it's like it was that 10-second choice when it was there. And in that whole framework, you have moved fast forward here. And now when the river is returning back to the original position, it's not the same fun. It's the same thing like how we ate that dish that, oh, pehli baar to bahut hi tasty thi. Second time उतनी tasty नहीं लगी, right? You go back. Or it was in weather बहुत अच्छा रहा होगा. Thing would have been very different. That is why it was amazing. So I'm like letting you know, guys, that even if you have left your loved ones or your lovers or your anybody in your life and you think, oh shit, and you have been comparing them with them, your present life with the past, trust me, it would not be the same. So they eventually return to their current partners and start loving and enjoying and having a beautiful life. So what is that one thing in love that is always taking you back and never making you fulfilled and feel like, oh God, am I missing? He's not the right partner. मुझे वो वाला love नहीं मिला जो मैंने movie में देखा. So everything that is, can we let that go? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. There's so much of a charge here. So how many of you are holding your dear loves secretly, quietly? That is actually, if you actually go back, will not work. So everything that is, can you destroy and unkit all today? Right to know good and bad, pot, pop, your voice, forwards and beyond. So tell me, what brings you to this call? What excites you about this topic? Is Pyaar ko main kya naam दूं? Yeah, Shivangi, go ahead.
So I wanted to say that it's not just about like partners that you've had in the past. Just generally like the time you have spent in other cities, or, the things that you were doing back then, and you think that, oh, it was such a fun time and I want to go back there. And even if you go back there, it's not working for you. So there is no new thing, but there is this old thing that you miss, which is also not working. So that's I find myself in.
Yeah. So thank you, Ruchi. So it's also, so what is it that you, if you think, there's always a glow on my face, Arvind. Thank you so much for that, though. So it is always that we are always comparing ourselves. If we hold ourselves and we see ourselves, we're always comparing ourselves to something, even to our body, to our life, to how I look, how I was being in college, or how was I now. Today only I put a new picture on this and said my, I think Shivangi only was saying, she's like, "Arey, badi achhi photo lag rahi hai, badi jawan si lag rahi ho aap." The young age, मैंने कहा हाँ यार, जवान तो मैं आज भी, but different जवान हूँ. And we laughed and laughed and laughed. But it is like, if I want to go back there, I cannot. My body cannot. So what if I enjoy, and what is it today, here, now, which I'm enjoying that I'm not acknowledging? But that comment sometimes can be like, oh shit, मैं तब लग रही थी, अब नहीं लग रही हूँ. Right? So everything that brings up and brings down, can we just try and unget all? Right? You know, good and bad, part, partnership, best, over than once. Yes, Dimple, go ahead.
For me, I think sometimes I go back to missing out on the romance that I had probably as a soldier's wife. So I do miss that.
Yeah.
And there was always this comparison that always kept coming. But this question that you said, this is very liberating, that what is it now that I'm enjoying it, but I'm not acknowledging.
Correct.
So correct. This is a totally different side of his personality, or your spouse's or your love's personality, that you are not acknowledging. You've started to enjoy it, but you're not acknowledging.
Correct. Thank you for that. And thank you for acknowledging it now, finally, eventually. And and it was a beautiful thing when I saw that movie. And jab wo end dikha rahe hain, Amitabh Bachchan holding Jai Bhatri and singing that song, I was like, suddenly emotions are different. How the film would be, right? Suddenly the emotions, and this is so much of a joy. Abhi wohi bandiga mare hue chal raha tha. Abhi suddenly there's a joy. There's the enthusiasm of exploring new person, new people in our lives or circumstances. So if we receive from that, there's so much, but our conclusion, our decision that wo holiday achhi thi, wo banda acha tha, wo uska ye wala character acha tha, that stops us from who we be. So everywhere you're stuck in time and frozen yourself in that time and space, who you were, who your partner was, who your family was, what town, city you belong to, would you like to let that go, please, today? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot, pop, and yes, Ravi, go ahead.
सुपर मिस्चीवियस टॉपिक है आज.
Thank you.
जब टॉपिक देखा तो मुझे वो धूम मूवी याद आ गया, जिसमें वो लड़की को देखता है, उसको उसकी शादी, बच्चे, और वो याद आ जाता है. तो वो हमेशा वो सोचता है कि इस प्यार को क्या नाम दें.
So this Bollywood ko we should pod and talk the Bollywood for sure today, because we are frozen and we're like, nahi, wo shayad pyar acha hai, wo pyar kabhi nahi milega. And honestly, this is my personal life experience as well, where I used to think, oh my God, is bande se shaadi nahi hui na, tum bhai matlab hi nahi hai. And and fast forward so many years, I remember I used to tell myself, thank God maine is bande se shaadi nahi ki. Thank God maine isse nahi shaadi ki. Like, so good. I know I would have never lived with this person, right? And now, so I today, after this whole swap, after this ESV, and after thanks to movie Silsila and Chandni and whatever, it was like, I do not even choose to go to my morning thing. I'm here now, being in the present, living, and gonna have fun with everything. It's like how one should be, not should be. And I'm like, wow, these are all our need of reactive reality that we have living from that, oh, वो मैं ऐसे बोलूंगी तो वो कैसे बोलेगा, आगे से वो कैसे रिएक्ट करेगा, स्माइल करेगा कि नहीं करेगा, does that mean something, or my mom would say something, or my dad would say something. These are all projected realities, need of reactive realities. So can we let that go? आज तक कहीं नहीं अटका दुपट्टा, thanks to Bollywood fantasy. Yes.
Aradhana, and one more thing के हम जो भी ऑपोजिट पार्टनर है उसमें कुछ एक चीज अच्छी देखते हैं और फिर वो प्रोजेक्शन लेके अपनी वाइफ के या जो भी पार्टनर है उसमें वो चीज ढूंढते हैं। तो फिर वो जब नहीं मिलती है तो वो फिर सोचते हैं कि शायद वो पार्टनर या वो एक्स पर्सन अच्छा था।
करेक्ट करेक्ट। एंड अगर वो अच्छा होता तो तुम वहीं उसी के साथ होते। So can you acknowledge that that was a choice you made? So there is no point going back forward. So how much are you using that as an excuse to not create greater? So what are you using that excuse for is my question. God, for not being with such person, but still attracted to such traits in different body. Awesome. Interesting. So it's okay. Just being present with it, Marul, would help you around. And it's like, okay, I am present with it. This is the same traits, but what now if you think, what if you acknowledge today that those traits, if would have worked for you, you would have been with that person. So now
but my love for you is, Aradhana, my love for you is presumptive reality or need of reactive reality?
You tell me. You tell me what is it. You tell me what is it. All the AIs induced realities, need of reactive reality that you all have for love for me. Would you like to revoke, recant, reclaim, renounce, destroy?
Absolutely.
I did not what was powers and beyond. And today it was so funny. We just started the processes and we were listening to Dane's calls, and I think Gary is one of the need calls. And I'm like, oh, Tiriki, oh, bhai sahab, ye to sara kuch hi need of reactive reality hai. Ab to kuch life mein aur kuch hai hi nahi. Everything is we need a reaction. So, and the reaction, and everybody is looking for that love, that particular love that is based on that particular reaction in every situation. Is that possible? We're just going round and round in our own world for what? Rather than what we have, let's have fun and enjoy. Jo bhi khel khilona mil raha hai, usko khelo or enjoy and play with it and move forward. Or are we gonna go hold that?
इतना वो मोमबत्ती लेके घूम रहे हैं।
साल बाद everything that is, can we let that go? So फिर कहते हो भूत आते हैं रात को, तुम बुला रहे। So everything that brings up and brings down, can we let that go? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Thank you.
3, 1, 2, 3. Yes, Dimple, go ahead.
Yeah. So my thing is like just half an hour back or something, we were talking, and there is so much of projections that we cast on each other, and there's so much of expectations that we have when we are in a relationship.
Yeah.
You know, like it was my daughter-in-law who was talking to me, and since morning she's been like, they must have had a spat or whatever, verbal spat, and she's like, so I told her, I said, listen, you can keep this husband-wife talk to yourself, right? Don't go into the story bit. So can you just look at it? It's nothing like 50-50 all the time. You know, if today you carry the energy of 20, so you are still expecting him to be 80, or if he is carrying that 20 and here you only have 50, so there is the missing link. Have you ever thought about that? So today, since morning, actually, we've been just having this, and this thing appeared, and I said, could you please share the link? And today, I mean, it's really put things in question, and it is putting this relationship in question that भाई हम कितनी expectation लगा के बैठे हैं, खुश रह सकते हो अपने आप से.
Correct. It's like, so how much are you avoiding you using this as an excuse, and you're hiding behind this excuse?
Yeah.
So everything that is, would you like to destroy and get on? Try to know good and not. There's so much of energy on it. Try to know that what more polish up.
Very
Excuse here.
Let's expand. Let's expand this energy right now. So, what do you love about hiding you guys? कुछ नहीं मिला तो प्यार के नाम पे. प्यार तो सब पे हर जगह बिकता है ना. Everybody is ready to buy the love story. So everything that is, can we destroy and get all right and know good and bad, and beyond. So everything is based on love. Everything's our issues, our problems, everything is out of this biggest excuse is love. So could we today acknowledge the entity of love, free it, and can we all take away all the projections and expectations that we have projected or perpetrated on any life, in any lifetime on love? Right it wrong, good and bad, pot, polish up, powers and beyond, 1 to 3, fracking the love story today and wonder what else is possible here today. Yes, Neeraj, what's your name, Neeraj?
Yes.
Yes.
Neeraj. Yeah. I just want to like share one more aspect is like of the self-love, like how we are looking for good qualities in a partner. Same way we are looking for the qualities in ourselves also. Like if I was
can you be
much
louder?
more good looking, yeah. If I was much more good looking, or if I was much more intelligent, or if I had made better choice in life, then I would have been at a different place. So
yeah.
that is also an aspect which I want to.
Yeah, but that if there is an if, which is a doubt.
Okay. Okay.
If I was, which means you are not, which you will not then. So what is the value of having that question of if in your word then?
Okay.
And then you always cursing yourself, deep down yourself, that I'm not good enough. I wish I was this good looking. I wish that was this. These are all the excuses that you're holding against or for to receive even the love, true love. What is true love? True love is not judgment, receiving you as you. So I was telling my team, today I got this whole enlightenment in me. Kuch understand karo hi nahi. Just let it be, just receive. Jo ho raha hai, sab badhiya. Jo hoga, sab badhiya. Everything is just flowing. But we have to put our effort. Nahi, mujhe badalna hai, mujhe karna hai, mujhe isko change karna hai. I exactly have in front of me what I have asked for it. And I keep repeating this line to everybody that if you acknowledge it, you'll be able to change it. Then there won't be oh wow, what else is possible? What does that look means to me? What does that good looking means? And you will be surprised sometimes people who are the most good looking might not be actually really fit for you. You will like, shit, I don't even want this reality. So please trust your choices where you are and what are they gifting you. What joy can you have for what you have? What you do not have, you're putting energy there and deep down cursing yourself all every day. And if you curse a plant and you also know the plant dies, so how much are you invested in killing yourself? Everything that is.
Yeah, got your point.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. Awesome. Dimple, you have a question again? Yeah.
Yeah. So my question is that, okay, so this is like self-love, and he said that and then you said कि आप कितना अपने आप को invest करते हो कर्स करने में और सब कुछ करने में. I feel हम ऊपर से layers उतार रहे हैं लेकिन deep down अभी भी इतनी bitterness है कि वो erupt होती है आपके blood में. कभी वो ग्लूकोज लेवल्स में होती है तो कभी कॉर्टिसोल लेवल्स में होती है तो कभी आपका कोलेस्ट्रॉल बढ़ जाता है. तो इसका मतलब हमने पता नहीं और कितना अंदर स्टोर करके रखा हुआ है, which is preventing us from that loving ourselves and accepting ourselves.
And that is where I love access. Bring it all, walk in pot, send it to a dustbin. Bhai, jo bhi hai, tu aake ja. I have chosen it, and let's see. So then it's over once and for all. Or see, in infiniteness, Dimple, there is no end to that. Layers hai, to infinite mein to kabhi puri nahi hongi na. So ab aapko infinite mein layers khatam karne jana hai Yeah, you want to choose and have more fun and sex and joyful life in your world, and like just choose that.
Okay.
Irrespective of this, I might have 100 Godzillion because I'll never end up. So let's shift the track to something more joyful, more fun, and start looking into that possibilities, which is also endless, and they'll never end. Just a choice.
Yeah. So what question can I ask when I'm faced with this, अरे यार, मेरा sugar level बढ़ गया, अब मैं क्या करूं?
So it can be a lot of stuff, but one question I really want to leave you with is, what is self-love? What is love for me? Because I might give you a lot of definitions, but that might not be even your world. What is love? What is sugar to me? And what is love to me? Oh my God, so much of energy.
Oh, yeah.
That's weird.
Very, very.
There is so a lot of it, like blasting it, whatever it takes. Thank you.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Thank you.
10, 10, 10. Awesome.
Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you for your questions. Oh my God, I see somebody on the camera here. Yes, go, darling. I was just remembering you yesterday before. I'm like, wow, how are you? Yes, of course, you.
I'm good. Thank you for this call. It just popped into my window at the right time.
Awesome. How does it get any better? Yes.
My question is like just like 5 minutes ago when you said just flow with everything, don't question, don't think, jo ho raha thi. It landed so well on me. And here's the catch, like a few days back, my mother said the same thing. And it landed very, very badly on me. And I've been in massive rebellion, anger, and I'm just wondering, what is it? How come it landed well when you said it? Like the words and the philosophy was the same, but I didn't get triggered when you said it. And I got so triggered when she said it.
Yeah, so you have a projection and a conclusion about your mom. You don't have a projection and a conclusion, or maybe you have a different conclusion for me, that what Aradhana is going to say and my mom is going to say, and you know how we, and I'm telling you, the best is, the best people who can gift you things are the people at your home. They're your first people who actually really love you. At least the person who's the most critique about you is the one who's really, really in love with you. But because we do not have the angle of receiving it, we are not willing to see them because we have projected, if somebody's talking to me rudely, if somebody's talking in a certain manner, that is wrong. So we stop our receiving there. Rather than, okay, what if it's not about the person that you're attached to? What if you take out the relationship of you and your mother out from here right now? And that figure that, oh, this is my mother, and the relationship. And then just focus on the energy. What is it gifting you? What if you receive the energy, and if you're, and that is a resistance, that the moment you drop the resistance, you're enlightened. It is so simple, yaar. It's just so simple. Life is so simple if you're like working so hard towards it. So anytime resistance comes, drop. I know it might sound tough at times. It might be like, bahut dur lag raha hai. It's too far away from me. But what question can I ask, and what can I be here to change this as if by magic? So what gratitude can you float your mom? Say thank you for sending in another way. I received.
Thank you.
Awesome. So happy to see you here. Awesome. Anybody has any other questions? Otherwise, Shivangi, you have something to say. And we also have coming with so I really want to welcome you to this. And this just came in today. This is so fresh. It just did not have my mind. And I was on a call with Shivangi and I just left it and I was on my way to the swap and suddenly my head popped, and I think thanks to Silsila again, I'm really acknowledging it. And I said, bhai, ye love series aani hai abhi mujhe love series karna hai, mujhe love ke bare mein, it's like everything is based under this love. People are killing them for this love. I think I really need to talk about it. And this was, though this call was pretty much planned earlier, I had no such plans of coming up with these series of love, but here I am. And let's see what shows up. And if you guys are interested, please join, because I think it'll be It'll be just a blast. This is like everything is based under the name of love. Love poor thing has really, really suffered a lot from Godzilla years. Let's all get together and frank the insanity of what love means to all of us. So yes.
I have posted the details of what the calls are going to be about. We are doing 4 calls in the month of July. So if any of you is interested, please reach out to me or Umesh.
Yeah.
That case. And yes, of course, our retreat is coming up on 28th. So any last minute humanoids who'd like to join us for our retreat in Tirthan Valley, the theme this is
वादियों में चलेंगे गाने
वादियों में प्यार का खेल खेलेंगे
खेलेंगे. So if that really calls you, join us, ping us, last minute. What fun can we have? And it just reminded me of the whole songs of Silsila and Chandini and all that. I was like, wow, yaar, that is why I love mountains. So I was walking all my, projections and expectations on the mountains and the romance of the mountains. That has always took me to mountains, and mountains are my favorite. So if anybody wants to play with us, most welcome to join us. We will be happy to you last minute.
Yeah, and please feel free to like ping me or Umesh if you have any questions around the love series or the retreat or anything else.
Yes. Any other last questions that you have? And tell me, where is Janice around still, or has she left? Is it like kya naam de fir is Pyaar ko? Hello Ritu, big huggies.
Jay is not here.
So kya naam diya jaye? Batao ab is Pyaar ko, batao kya naam dena hai? You guys, I don't choose to conclude anything at all now. I'm like, what else is possible? You have another question? Your hand is up still.
Ramya, you have a question?
No.
Okay.
Anybody for any last question? Dr. Saluja, good evening.
Good evening. Jo hai so hai. That is love.
It's like, when you just said jo hai so hai, it is not jo so hai. Jo aap chahte ho, wo hai. आप चाहते क्या हो?
यही चाहते हैं कि हम ठीक से आराम से बैठे हैं, ठीक. It's love.
Yeah, and I so see Dr. Sukhja, both of them so romantically holding the hand, and I'm like, oh, I love this. I'll have more of this. I've always seen this, older couples doing this. I'm like, I'll have somebody holding my hand like that and be romantic. And for a change, I started holding my hand, and I'm loving it. How do you get any better than that? And thanks to them. Yes. So, what if you don't have to give any name to anything? Because your name actually puts you into a definition, into your conclusion, into your comparisons. If you have to truly love, just pal mein ho, jahan ho, enjoy it, enjoy the being. What if you look for the beauty in them? What gift are they? Because you have chosen everybody in your life, whether it's your parents, whether it's your family, whether it's your partners, you have chosen them and you have invited them in your life. So there must be something amazing about them that you invited. So from here forward, what if you start looking for irrespective, whatever showing up, irritation, anger, angst, receive that. I'm not saying pull that, but just stop for a second and question, is that really relevant? Is that really relevant? Or their gifts are more than, and it's easy to reject all the time and go, and that is using all the energies against us. So what will it take for you to use your energies for yourself? Yes, Ritu, go ahead. Chetna.
Now ask him what is love.
Awesome. Ritu, are you coming? Or did you go away?
Oh, क्या हाल है?
बिल्कुल बढ़िया. आपके कैसे हाल है? See, this is
आपका क्या हाल है?
बस सब बढ़िया. All your blessings. Thank you so much.
आपको बहुत 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 ठीक है. बहुत अच्छा. Thank you. आपका क्या हाल है? ठीक है.
देखो, आपको देखते ही बहुत 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 प्यार. Okay.
This is called love. This is called love. हर चीज को देख के, what if love actually expands you like this? What if you be that walking, talking, blessing energy all the time? Guys, it's possible. It is possible. That's what I want to say.
And he's saying thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you to you.
आराधना
Thank you.
आराधना
Yes.
क्वेश्चन नहीं है,
Yeah.
शेयर करना है. लॉट्स ऑफ ग्रेटिट्यूड एंड लव
Thank
जो
you,
कंट्रीब्यूशन आपने दिया है मेरी
Thank-
लाइफ में.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Can I have your face here? Or are you shying from the camera? Ek aur gift sahi. What if you come up on camera? And I love to have faces to the names. But thank you. Thank you.
आराधना पॉसिबल नहीं है, पता
Okay.
नहीं.
Okay. Thank you. But thank you so much, Aradhana. Bless you. Yes, Ritu, go ahead.
Ritu, you can also type in if you are not able to unmute yourself. Can you unmute yourself now?
No, we can't hear you.
Type in your question, maybe.
Anybody can sing this song for me. Meanwhile, इस प्यार को मैं क्या नाम दूँ? कोई गाता है गाना? Anybody good singer here?
Not a good singer, but I can.
हाँ, please चलो ना, करो.
Hello, let's do it together. 1, 2, 3, go.
इस प्यार को मैं क्या नाम दूँ?
Wow. Wow.
इस प्यार को मैं क्या नाम दूँ? आगे कहता
बेचैन दिल को कैसे आराम दूँ?
Lovely.
Amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. That is such an amazing thing. I'm loving this call. It's just like, and I'm just sending, I think these days it's more than verbal. I'm being very able to send the energies and blast your words, and I've taken permission energetically from all of you who have given. So blasting your words and going beyond the definitions of love. What gratitude can you actually flow to your homes, your spaces, your people, your beings, partners, families today, that how much have they been gifting you, and you have been unwilling and hiding under those excuses. Today, just choose to shine, and let's see what game can we change on the planet with this love. So whatever name, do not get stuck to the name, and what else is possible. I think Ritu's gone. So, oh, Ritu ka awaaz nahi aa raha. Ritu, wonder. All good. All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for this time. And yes, looking forward to play more. And thank you for your contribution always
Thank you.
on the
Thank you.
influence.
Thank you.
So thank you and thank you. And thank you.
Thank you for the last of love received it.
Thank you.
Thank
All
you.
right, guys. See you soon.
Thank you so
Bye.
much.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.